joined by Chris Billam-Smith here in Sheffield. A few minutes in the ring there, Chris, feeling comfortable in just a couple of days till fight night?
Yeah, just saving it, doing a little bit of sharpening work. Feeling good, ready for Saturday.
It's been a while since you've been up north. I mean, it's been mostly London-based recently, isn't it? I know you've been Nottingham and Liverpool, but back up north and some new fans keeping an eye on you.
Yeah, I do like to travel. I always have. I like fighting, in different parts of the country. I've boxed in Edinburgh before as well, which is nice, and I do enjoy it. But I do want to fight back home, so I have boxed back home since 2018 now. So I'd love to get a fight back home, but I'm looking forward to having a full crowd Saturday night. It's the first time since Liverpool, since I boxed Craig Glover, which I've had a proper full crowd. Obviously we had the fight camp last time, there was limited fans, but I'm excited for there to be a full crowd there. I've been to a couple of shows where there's been full fans back, so I'm really excited for that Saturday.
You mentioned a fight in Bournemouth there. I mean, I don't know what the venues are going to be or what they're like in Bournemouth. Is there a possibility we could see that at some point?
Yeah, I mean, Eddie has mentioned it to me when he came down the gym not long ago. He spoke about getting me on this show and then fighting back home in Bournemouth, defending, probably doing a mandatory in Bournemouth in February, March, April time. So I'd absolutely love that. There's plenty of venues. Got the Bournemouth International Centre, which would be probably the favourite. It's right on the seafront. Holds about 4,500, 5,000. So fingers crossed we can do that.
Now you've seen your opponent up close in the ring. He's a big lad. He moves well. I mean, what do you take from the small amount of time you've seen him in the ring? Yeah,
I've seen a couple of his clips of him fighting as well. But yeah, he looks to move a lot. He looks to throw a lot of different shots from different angles. And I think he's always switched on in the sense of he's always thinking about moving and trying to get out and keeping it long. But I think for me it's just about focusing on what I do best, utilising my jab and keeping it quick.
I mean, what do you think you're going to have to do well in this fight against an opponent like Dilan?
Yeah, exactly that. Just use my jab and establish my jab, and then just keep everything fast, not try and load up, because I think if you start doing that, he'll just step back and he'll be able to land and make you fall short. So for me, it's about keeping it quick, staying switched on. Just doing a job.
You mentioned it's been a couple of years since you've had a full crowd in there. How much of a difference can they make? And sometimes you have to try and play it down a bit and not get too invested in what the crowd are doing.
Yeah, but then you've got to enjoy it as well. I love the whole reason I got into sport, to the sport, was because I watched my mate and everyone was chanting his name, and I thought, oh, I'll have a bit of that, and that must be an amazing feeling, like having that atmosphere for you. So for me, I absolutely lap it up. The more people, the better. The more pressure, the better for me. And so I think the pressure's definitely on Saturday night because people aren't expecting much of my opponent, but I've got to be switched on. And the pressure's on to deliver, and that's what I'm going to be doing on Saturday night.
You have talked very quickly about your previous fight with Thomas McCarthy. Have you watched that back, and were you pleased with bits and pieces you saw? Yeah, I watched it back. Pleased with bits and pieces, exactly that. There was still a lot to be desired, in terms of what I can do in the ring, and I didn't show that in that fight. But the main thing is I got the win. It was for 3 belts, so it was. That was obviously the most important thing, but plenty to show, still to show from me. There's an extra pride going into this fight, obviously, having those belts around your waist, and stepping into that ring a champion with 3 belts.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait to hear, reigning and defending European champion. That's going to be great to hear on Saturday night, and I take great pride in that, and that lumps the pressure on, so I absolutely love it.
We have to talk quickly about the gym at the moment, Shane the gym. I mean, there's so much going on there. We've seen Anthony Foley just a couple of weeks back, Ellie Scotney last week. There's so much going on in the gym at the moment. Yeah, I mean, Shane's got, I think, 9 fighters now, all different stages of their career. You've got some fighting for world titles and defending world titles, and then you've got the European, then you've got people having their debut, and it's a great mix in the gym of both boxing abilities and personalities, and but we're all a really good team. Everyone's helping each other out, everyone watches each other spar, so it's exciting time to be in the gym. We have to talk a bit about Lawrence Okolie. You're very close with him. Mairis Briedis is the obvious fight that we've been looking for over the last few months. Briedis seemingly calling out someone a couple of weight divisions below. It seems a strange one.
Yeah, that's it. I find that strange when you've got a chance to unify belts in your division. that maybe he's just looking to cash out and get the biggest payday he can. He is getting on a bit, and you can't blame him. And he's boxed everyone else in the division before, obviously only losing to Usyk. So he's so talented. But I'd love to see Lawrence get in there with him. And I think Lawrence could prove he's the best cruiserweight in the world.
Just finally, near at the end of 2021, how would you assess your year and what are you looking to do in 2022?
Yeah, it's been a good year. I mean, I've done 22 rounds so far in 2 fights, so that's a great amount of experience for me. It's most rounds I've ever done in a year. So it's really good for me to get those rounds under my belt and get that experience, and I think I can prove that again on Saturday night with a good performance, and then having 3 belts at the end of the year, and 3 wins and plenty of rounds on the belt. I couldn't have asked for a better year.
Cheers for your time, Chris.
Thank you, mate. Cheers, mate. Thank you.